Hello children, let us continue chapter 5 lines and angles. In this session I explain corresponding angles, alternate angles and transversal of parallel lines. Okay. Angles made by a transversal. When a transversal intersects two lines, we get different types of angles. And last day we have seen that. And this I just revise and no need of writing again all these points. Pairs of corresponding angles. We get 4 pairs. Pairs of alternate interior angles. We get 2 pairs. Pairs of alternate exterior angles. We get 2 pairs. Pairs of interior angles on the same side of transversal. We get 2 pairs. And here corresponding angles and alternate angles. What are these angles? Let us see in detail. Okay children. Corresponding angles. How can we identify the corresponding angles? Okay, here we have the transversal and the two lines here. Two lines you do not see the arrow bar. Here we see like line segments because the line segments are part of the lines. Okay children. And here corresponding angles have different vertices. Angle 1 vertex lies here, angle 5 vertex is here, so they are different. Here another pair, angle 3 and angle 7. Angle 3 vertex lies here, angle 7 vertex lies here, common point. Okay, this vertex here and angle 7 vertex here. So they are different vertices. Angle 2 vertex lies here, angle 6 vertex lies here. So they are also different points. Angle 4 vertex is here, angle 8 vertex is here. So corresponding angles vertices are different. So that is the first point. Second point, they are on the same side of transversal. You see the transversal here. And this is the left side of transversal. Left side of transversal, and this is the right side of the transversal. Okay. And corresponding angles, one pair, they are from same side only, left side, one pair. Another pair also from left side. Then third pair from right side of the transversal, and fourth pair right side. So we have 2 pairs from the left side and 2 pairs from the right side. And third point, they are in corresponding positions above or below, left or right, relative to the two lines. See, one line is here and that line's upside above and the left side. Second line, don't take the transversal. This is the transversal vertical line and this is the second line. Second line's left side see and upside see. So we can see left side, both lines upside. Then one pair we get. And both lines downside see. Angle formed on the downside part from left side. Left side down. This is the second line. Left side downside. So 3 and 7. Left and from the below side. Okay. And now from right side, this is one line. It's the above side. One lines. And second lines upside or above side. So they form one pair. And again from right side, but one line is below side, downside part, and second line is also downside part. So 4 and 8 down and right side of the transversal. This way we can say corresponding angles are having different vertices and they are on the same side of transversal. One is from up and left side, above and left side. That way we can identify the corresponding angles. I think children you might have understood about corresponding angles. Now we may see alternate interior angles. Here in the figure you can see angle 3 and angle 6 are one pair of alternate interior angles, and angle 4 and angle 5, they are the second pair of alternate interior angles. Interior, I have explained the last class what is interior side. Okay, the region inside the two lines, it is the interior. Interior we have 4 angles and from there 3 and 6 one pair makes interior angles, and 4 and 5 another pair of alternate interior angles. So the points related to alternate interior angles are they have different vertices. Angle 3 vertex lies here, angle 6 here, and angle 4 here, angle 5 here. So they are different, are on the opposite sides of the transversal. See, transversal opposite side. One is from left side, one is from right side. Similarly here, left and right. Third point, lie between the two lines. Between the two lines. So one line is here, another line is here. So between, they are lying between the lines, not upside or below sides. Here between the two lines. Between the two lines we have. Okay, children. Here. So these are the points about alternate interior angles. So I think you got the point. So angle 3 and angle 6, one pair making, and their vertices are different, and they are one from the left side and right side of the transversal. Okay. Transversal of parallel lines. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of corresponding angles are equal in measure. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Children, let us see these different points one by one. Okay. Here we have two parallel lines, L and M. Means even if we extend the two lines L and M, they will never intersect. Okay, that is why we say L and M are parallel lines. And T is the transversal here. The line T cuts line L at this point and M at another point. Okay, so T is here the transversal of the parallel lines L and M. In such cases, we can see that the first point is corresponding angles are equal in measure. Children, we have seen what are corresponding angles. Here in the figure, angle 5 and angle 6, one pair of corresponding angles, they are equal in measure. Okay, and another pair from the left side, angle 3 and angle 4 are the second pair of corresponding angles. They are also equal. Then angle 7 and angle 8 from the right side, third pair of corresponding angles, and angle 1 and angle 2 from the right side, the fourth pair of corresponding angles. So any pair you take, these both angles will be equal in measure. Okay, that is, if angle 5 is 110 degree, then angle 6 is also 110 degree. Okay, then if angle 5 is 110, what is angle 3, children? Angle 5 and angle 3, you know, linear pair. If it is 110, this will be 180 minus 110, it is 70. So angle 3 is 70, then angle 4 is also 70, because angle 3 and angle 4 are corresponding angles. Okay, and now second point, if two parallel lines are cut by transversal, each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. From the figure, what are the alternate interior angles? Angle 3 and angle 8, one pair of alternate interior angles. And in the example we have seen angle 3, if you take 70 degree, then angle 8 is also 70, because they are alternate interior angles. Okay, then angle 1 and angle 6, you know what is the measure, the second pair of angle 1 and angle 6, they are the second pair of alternate interior angles. And you know, children, in the example we have taken angle 5 was 110 degree. So angle 1 is also 110 degree. Why? These two are vertically opposite angles. So if angle 1 is 110, then angle 6 also 110 degree, because they are alternate interior angles. Understood? And now third point is, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. What is the meaning of supplementary? Means the two angles sum you get as 180 degree. So the third point, you consider alternate. What is the third point? Interior angles on the same side of transversal. T is the transversal. So interior angles on the same side, that is angle 3 and angle 6. They are interior angles on the same side of, means the left side of transversal. And in the example we have got angle 3 as 70 degree and angle 6 as 110 degree in the example we have taken. So 70 plus 110, what you get? 180. That is, interangles on the same side of transversal, they are supplementary, 180. Similarly, the other pair of interangles on the same side of that transverse, that is on the right side of the transversal, they are angle 1 and angle 8. And we have seen angle 1 in the example is 110 degree and this is 70 degree. So this adding time we get 180 degree. So we can say that when two lines, parallel lines L and M are cut by a transversal T, then we get corresponding angles and they will be equal, and alternate interangles also will be equal, of equal measurement. And last point, interangles on the same side of transverse, that is 3 and 6 is equal to 3 plus 6, you get 180. Similarly 1 plus 8, if you add, that also will be 180. They are supplementary. Okay children? Children, you can very easily remember these results if you can look for relevant shapes. The F shape stands for corresponding angles. Children, in the figure you can see this and this are the parallel lines. T is the transversal. In every figure we can see that way. We can see two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. And here see the F shape. The angles are corresponding angles. Here also you can see the dark line as in the shape F. These two angles are corresponding angles. Here also you can have the F shape and these two angles are the corresponding angles. Okay, and another clue is the Z shape stands for alternate angles. See in the figure Z shape. So this angle and this angle, you get alternate angles, interangles. And here also you can have the Z shape, this shaded part angles, they are alternate angles. See here another angle. So here these two angles in this Z shape are making the alternate angles. Okay, this is a clue for remembering about corresponding angles and alternate angles. This is for your knowledge, so no need to draw in your notebook. Okay children, so in this session I teach this much only. We may continue in the next session. Okay children.